instant combo coming through. It's a very important item completion for Linces. Whether that's first, second, or third, that's a very important thing to check.
I'm also thinking about how the bot lane matchup is going to go. Will we see lane swaps again? Obviously, but there's definitely been a bit of spice added by the fact that we had all of those champions banned away.
So there are two very good level 1 champions. One's the Nautilus and the hook lands.
It does, and the follow-up CC. Okay, yeah, 113 is dead.
Whoa!
113 is dead. The Solar Snare coming out on it right now as 113 is up towards the top side. They're getting grubbed, so will just be an objective for objective trade here.
Hilly not using the Ivern efficiently by auto-attacking while he's outside of the brush. Yep. You know, it's these small things. It doesn't actually matter at all, by the way.
Around the corner, does have that Nature's Grasp now as well, the level 6 hit. Nucko on his way to Mega Gnar though, so it's a risky dive if you want to go for it. You kind of have to burst him out.
Anyway.
Nature's Grasp comes out, Paris looking for the knockup, they'll get him. Mega Gnar, twisted advance, Nucko gets towards the Mega, doesn't even need it! Nucko is either just coming out of Mega or exhausted. Hook just wide from Paris. Hilly's going to land the hook back onto 113. Nuke's on his way across, Nature's Grasp coming out as well. Hilly should be able to tank this. Depth charge has been used, but there's the twisted advance follow-up, and Hilly is just deleted. Bigger Seed shielding can be very impactful.
It's not like Serpent's Fang where if a shield is put on after, then it's also hard, but it will break any shield that's on you. That's a really important point. We've seen that from Rel into Ivern a lot too, so definitely the logic follows. Rel used earlier in the season, so it's season series.
I mean, it was also used earlier in the season. Both are correct.
I'm technically correct, which is the best kind of it, but definitely that Blitzcrank can have good supplemental value through that one. 2 dragons over to Vitality, and we'll be going towards an Ocean Soul. Ocean Soul with this comp, really, really nasty, so BDS will have to keep an eye on future dragons.
Definitely will. The amount of sustain with the Ivern, with the Ocean Soul, as you say, would be very difficult for BDS to work their way through. Triac unable to land the root there, puts down the rebuttal, but doesn't really rebut anything.
I can't believe you go invulnerable during that, though. It is on cooldown, that's important, and you can't use it against the Maokai.
Triac burns the flash, still gets hit with the root at the back. Paris does have flash of his own. Triac's rebuttal was down, there's the flash hook. And there goes Mel. The root, though, onto Nuke means that he tanks up a couple of tower shots, has enough defense with the rest of his team just around the corner. And BDS now using these 6 grubs to great effect. They get the might, step charge onto Nuke, Ice with the spell shield, he'll heal up. Re-engage, Paris! Ooh, that was close. Hilly felt that one just whisper behind his behind.
You could really tell Vitality wanted to fight that. Yep. They were positioning so aggressively. Kazi has up. I mean, they're still technically hanging around. One more bit of CC. Kazi flies through. Kraken Slayer first item. He hasn't gone for something like that. I mean, Kazi, hang on, buddy.
No! Paris misses though. Kazi flashes away.
That is one lucky Kai'Sa.
Oh, he goes in. Kazi, what are you doing?
Kazi! What have you done, my son? What have you done?
I was about to praise him. I was grubs to nil, but they are 2 Drakes in the hole. Nucko looking for a flank position here. Doesn't have the Mega Gnar. Irrelevant coming across from the side as well. Vitality have 1 extra player right now, but 113 push down the Nature's Grasp. Hylissang goes for the engage, rooted up immediately, and Paris going to get the lock up here as well. Hilly gets into the redemption just in time, but will fall to the ignite and the ricochet. Linces next on the menu for BDS. They find 2. Kazi dies as well. If only you had your flash or your cleanse, Kazi. Perhaps you could have escaped. Nucko diving back forward. The wallop goes wide on Irrelevant, who flashes away from it. Nuke looking for more of an engage as Nucko flashes to the safety of his tower. BDS find 3. They'll push for the turret as well. These 6 grubs are so powerful in a moment like this.
Especially with the hypercharger on the Jace, they'll take down the majority of that. The root comes through.
Oh, Flame Spitter as well.
That's aggro.
Yeah.
Not what you stuff to get that Mega Gnar. So he's like, I know there's a fight coming, but I will be mini for it. Herald's going to go down as we get ourselves the Safari Cam of, I don't know, wanton destruction of nature.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I was thinking about this with the dragons earlier. Do you think, like...
I feel it's a little bit cruel.
It's a bit David Attenborough, but when the lizard that's running away from the snakes actually gets caught and eaten, you know?
Don't talk about that clip. That would still...
They escaped. The lizard lived.
That one did. But it gave my heart rate a bit of a bump for a while.
Understandable. Kazi now waiting down towards the bottom side of the river here. BDS trying to get control towards the mid lane tower. With the Rift Herald, obviously control is a lot easier to garner. The Drake up in 10 seconds time. BDS will want to fight around that. Stop the soul point for Vitality as the Herald charges in, and Vitality obviously lose control of mid because of that Herald going forward. Paris still looking for the hook. Daisy's going to be the one to face check alongside Hylissang. Ice having to walk back. Hook lands onto Paris. He's rooted up, locked up. Paris is down. Irrelevant has a great flank here, though, on towards the backline, and Kazi dives in with a killer instinct immediately onto Ice. He'll take him out. Great from Kazi to avoid the oncoming Irrelevant. Nuke now left the rest of his team alone as Vitality have found 3 already. Kazi able to avoid BDS's search squad, and Vitality get out unharmed.
This is the first fight. Hang on, that's a hook. You don't have the teammates there, Hilly.
Vitality get out mostly unharmed. 1-1-3. I mean, there it would have been nice. You know, he would have gone a little bit too far. Nako's going to chunk out Nuke. Chayek looking for the root caller across the wall as well. 1-1-3 going back in with a twisted advance. Nako jumps over the wall. Nuke looking to follow up, but 1-1-3 is dead. Hilly's the master baiter, man. He's baited them all. It's gorgeous.
Hilly somehow makes it work because now
But they're all too low
BDS.
to do. We'll start up the Drake. Nako has half of a Mega Gnar bar built up. Paris is on that front line. 1-1-3 is going to have to start to walk away from Daisy. Daisy down to 700 HP. The hook lands onto Hilly. He's locked up. Redemption comes down. There's a good equalizer as well as Chayek is forced to flash away. Paris is low. 1-1-3 on the front line. Nako shoves him back into his team, but pays for it with his life. Hilly's hook goes wide once again as Irrelevant now begins to step up, and Hilly's on the wrong side of the wall. Hook back by Paris. Chayek is waiting. Will land the root. It's a bit of damage into Nuke's back as well. Kazi with the long-range Prey Seekers adds a little bit of his own. With 1-1-3 dead, it looks like BDS have given up the ghost on the Drake. Interesting to see that they don't want to fight. Yeah, you don't have the smite, but you're 4v3, don't fight.
I think they're really scared because the 2 damaging members of Chayek and Kazi are still alive.
It's true.
I understand that point. I don't mind in this game if he's the one tanking the hook. Actually, if he's dying to a hook and the team is right behind him, that's actually completely fine because it's better he gets hit by the hook than someone else. Atakan has been started up and Vitality are not on this side of the map, and that is a problem.
Yeah, Nako's all the way down towards bottom side. He is building up Mega Gnar and will have the TP. Irrelevant puts down the equalizer. They're not going to get close enough in time. The TP comes out, but the Atakan just snuck by BDS. They'll secure it. False life for the next minute and a half. Once again, no.
Blitzcrank towards you. That might be enough for Vitality to be happy slowing down the game against the Atakan, not giving that GA the maximum value.
I think the problem for Nako is that Nuke should be able to clear waves. Even
Raw
if
shield power to just turn and fight.
Chayek might be troubled here, though. Doesn't have the flash. Twisted Advance goes forward. The Solar Snare for the root. Chayek brings down the ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. 1-1-3 there with the kill. Nuke's going to keep Nako at bay as well. The Wallop does land the stun. False Life still there. Nav into the wall. Nako not chasing any further. Will flash away. Nuke falling low, but where's the rest of BDS? Paris. Your entire playoffs lives, your entire winter split could rest on this fight. Kazi chunked out a little bit. Irrelevant taking the blast cone away from Hylissang.
The artillery on both sides is really hitting because you think, well, Jace is the one, here comes the Markel, here comes the fight.
Hilly will tank it. The rest of Vitality able to avoid it. Hilly just dives into his demise immediately. Enough bushes for Linces to get close to this Drake. The Redemption coming out as well with the Drake already secured. Paris
Kazi!
Locked up. Kazi dives in. He tries to get onto ice, but he just doesn't quite have the damage. The Gnar into the wall will lock up Irrelevant, but 1-1-3 takes out Kazi. Nuke is fighting against 2 down towards the bottom side. Linces with the root caller. Chayek will take out Nuke. In the end, BDS do take the Drake, but they lose 3 lives for it. They've seen Kazi, so BDS are going to pull the trigger on this. They immediately started the Drake. They get the TP coming out from Nako as well. Kazi is not here, but will have that killer instinct if some of that CC lands. Equalizer going down onto Hylissang. The Baron already low enough for BDS just to smite it right now. BDS secure it. Vitality looking for the fight. The hook lands onto 1-1-3. He will fall. BDS trying to get out now. Nako has the flash. And we'll have the Gnar. Irrelevant trying to dodge to the side of it. Oh! Puts the flame spinner. Paris lands the hook. Nako with the Gnar into the wall, though. And a hook from Hylissang onto Ice. Means that he's going to get chunked out. Killer Instinct in from Kazi. Ice trying to kill him off. Can't quite put the damage down. Irrelevant now.
Daisy.
Nuke. Daisy
close run things. Soul is spawning in 20 seconds, and Kazi gets away with that.
As his flash up. 1-1-3 going in for Hylissang once again, who doesn't have a way out of this. BDS. Pick up the first kill now. Nature's Grasp used. Chayek's going to reflect it. You can see the roots going back. Solar Snare for a little bit more, but Chayek's just trying to put a bit of damage into the back of the tree right now. Nako is trying to catch that mid-wave. The ice is now cleared out. The Drake up, as you say. Vitality can just back away from this. It would be soul for them, but it's nothing really for BDS, you know, just their second dragon of the game.
All right, Medic, we are going for a little bit longer in this one, past the 30-minute mark in the elimination game, and our first 3-game best of 3 in the LEC playoffs. That time, Hilly dies, but not for the Markel. Before that, it's been okay. Now that, God, that's a lot of damage onto the Ivan. He is not tanky, even through those shields against this level of gold from 7-1 and 3. Jace on Nuke. Nuke on Jace.
I was gonna leave her.
Very happy you would have done that.
BDS still pushing forward a little bit. The Baron expires in 40 seconds time. I feel like we'll kind of go back into a neutralized state for these two teams. Obviously BDS have a bit of the advantage. They can push forward, they have a little bit of a gold lead, but when that Baron expires, the wave cliff and Vitality will be there. The Mel obviously has that long range artillery. Paris looking still. Hilly's still stepping forward. Dredgeline comes out, gets the pull off. Now still with the Baron, BDS pushing in, and if they can crack an inhibitor with this push, which they can, that's huge. They're looking for more though. 10 seconds before the Baron expires. They knew that Nuka was pushing in the side lane. Now he's back, flash away. As BDS escaped the clutches of that dredge line, it was Ice who had to get out. Solar Snare just wide. Nuke still on that front line. Nature's Grass coming out. Nuke with a knockback onto Nuka, who tries to jump away. The hook coming out from Paris as well, but Kazi's dive onto the back line and Nuke's already dead. Chayak now flashing forward. Ice down as well. Kazi has done so much once again for his team. Is the trigger seed enough? They shield him up.
Shields. 33 minutes now in. The Baron buff now survived. Gold within 1,000. So at this point of the game, it's decorative. It's decorative at this point. And Vitality, if they survive another 3 minutes, might get another shot at Soul.
Like, if Vitality win this series, someone is giving Kazi a raise, dude. Like, the amount of, he has also entered, but the amount of times they've been losing a fight and he's gone, Ice and Nuke are now dead and they've started winning the fight, it has been absolutely exceptional. The guy continues to impress and continues to depress, depending on what portion of the game you're watching.
Chayak, that's a lot of damage going back onto him. It's that rebuttal getting lower and lower cooldown as you get higher and higher level as well. BDS, how good is their next Maokai going to be? How good is their next Blitzcrank hook going to be? It can just be one moment of miraculous skill shot accuracy, which seals the game. It's got to be a pretty good one, though. They haven't been able to close the game, and I think they should be getting a little bit worried now.
Agreed. And even with Vitality having lost their bot lane inhibitor, Nuka is going to fall off. They decide against it instead, just gaining control of that topside river.
Daisy's going to die. That was a very important anti-hook and anti-kind of warding tool. Hylissang, hook for hook.
Hylissang hooked up. The equalizer going onto the back line. Hylissang has just burst. Kazi's there as well. He dashes away, but he's dead. The no flash on the Kai'Sa. BDS punish it, and now what are Vitality going to do? Well, there's only 20 seconds left on the Drake. Are they just going to try and make BDS fight them around this Drake? They still have a lot of damage.
I think that's got to be the fight done, right? Irrelevant. Maybe he wants to flash a good route. He's got the death cap on it too.
Chayak kills him. Oh, the stopwatch. The stopwatch from Irrelevant. The Golden Eclipse was coming down, and I'm pretty sure Irrelevant was dead. Chayak now doesn't have that ultimate, and BDS will turn their attentions towards the Drake instead of the Baron. 20 seconds before Kazi is back up.
10, 2, and 7 on the Mal. Yeah, when you get to late game,
really hard for BDS to actually push forward and gain control like this. The reason Vitality had to cede ground was Kazi was dealing with a wave in the bot side, and so now BDS know that they have the opportunity to start this up before Kazi can get to the fight.
Kazi also has rank 3 ultimate, very strong follow-up dash. That is a great equalizer onto Linsus. He's not going to be there for the shields. Vitality, I don't think they can find the fight after the Baron like they did for the last one.
Last time in this sort of position, it collapsed for BDS, but as you say there, he gets the summoner out. BDS had left their mid laner as the second prong of their attack, and where he wasn't quite able to do damage to Kazi as we see the hook from Paris. Counter hook coming out. Hylissang falls low, but the ignite ticking on him will not be enough to kill him off. Vitality find another, using the bushes from the Ivan to lay a trap there for Paris. And now BDS back off. We said, can Vitality survive without Drake comes up, but they don't have control of it at all.
Look how they're hanging down to the bot side here. This is really intelligent Vitality. They know the areas they don't have vision around. Yeah, there might be an ult coming over the wall.
Rebuttal's been used. 113 is going to Nature's Grasp. As soon as you see the rebuttal going down, that's the indication to engage. Kazi with a great cleanse with a twisted advance immediately on Linsus. And that's all of the shields down. Chayak able to flash away. Kazi burned his cleanse to escape as well. Does still have the flash. But with Hilly and Linsus down, can Vitality hold the line? TP from Chayak towards the top lane. The inhibitor in the mid lane has fallen. Will BDS turn their eyes towards the Drake, or do they think they can finish it right here, right now?
Naganar is really the big playmaking tool to buy time. The wave clear comes through. 113, fantastic ultimate again. Such a good initiation tool throughout the series for BDS. It's not, however, the end of the game. Dragon has spawned, and it will likely be the Soul, though. So we did say, oh, you know, if Kai'Sa's jumping at you, maybe it's not, you know, it's not going to save you. Well, we'll get to put that to the test now at this point. It will be a Soul. And what is that? Is that is that 4 dragons back-to-back for BDS? It's at least 3. They've managed to completely cut Vitality off in that area of the map, but Vitality not needed in the mouth as well. Could be down to, again, we're not trying to lie, it could come down to just the next fight. One good enough kill onto Chayak or Kazi could be it for BDS. On the other side, Kazi gets a good enough angle. Chayak the same as well. That damage racks up so quickly. Blink and you miss it. Your health bar's gone.
He's going towards the Razor Beaks. Hilly pulled in. Hilly dead. Someone has to face check, and it was Hilly alongside Daisy. Nuke has a GA now as well, which makes it even harder for Kazi to actually find that damage. Nako looking for the Mega Nart. Looking for that ultimate into the wall. Kazi takes a chunk. Oh, he's almost down to half HP already, and the equalizer available to Irrelevant. Redemption comes out. Will heal up Chayak and Kazi, but they know they can't fight the Baron.
It's a little bit hard to track all of them, but the extra boots on top of everything else give you an extra cap to your build, which Vitality will not have. They have so many buffs. Can they finally take the Nexus and do away with the series? Vitality are holding on with just all their fingernails attached to the cliff edge.
Hillersan goes in. The equalizer on the backline though, and Hillersan is dead! Hilly dies once again. And now, Nako trying to get that Mega Nart up. They have cleared out the wave. They'll hold on for now. Hilly's 45 seconds away, but with the next wave comes the oncoming tsunami of BDS. Chayak looking for that Solar Snare, the CC. Vitality now trying to defend with 3 inhibitors down. They have good wave clear, but do they have the ability to stop BDS's advance?
Oh, they're trying to wave clear as best they can, but this is tutorial League of Legends. All 3 inhibs down, which means you get even more super minions. Can Vitality hang on? Can BDS goes?
He goes in, he looks for the Nart, he finds them, but his team is not there to follow up. Kazi dives in, and Kazi is met by BDS. Nuke will take him out. Hilly will respawn just to see his Nexus fall. As in the end, BDS will best Vitality.